relationships.com off of Love Can't Wait, which can be found on amazon.com. You know, if your woman doesn't submit to you, she ain't your woman. Now, I know this is going to rub a lot of people the wrong way, but if your woman is not submissive to you, I don't give a damn what nationality she is. I don't care if you live together. I don't give a damn if you're black, you're white. I don't give a damn if y'all the same nationality. I don't give a damn where you live at in the world. If your woman is not submissive to you, she ain't your woman. She belongs to the streets. She belongs to her job. She belongs to the pastor at that church she attends on every Sunday. She belongs to her friends that influence her to do dumb shit. She belongs to somebody else, but she doesn't belong to you. And I know this is hard, a harsh truth, and it's something that I had to face about 15 years ago. And it's one of the biggest problems that I had, because I used to think that you had to pander and negotiate and talk women into shit, but all that's bullshit. It really is. And a lot of women will try to run game on guys. Yo! It's official. Like a referee with a whistle. Like, share the video and all that good stuff. And we're going to do like we always do, man. We're going to talk that talk. And we're going to go out and make it happen. You know? It's another Friday. You know, people getting off work. Or maybe they've been off work. They're getting ready for the weekend. And all that good stuff. Imagine what it would be like if every day felt like a weekend. Think about that. What would your life look like or feel like if every day felt like a weekend? Every day felt like a weekend. That's where I'm at today. I wake up when I want to wake up. Every day feels like a weekend to me. I don't have to wait until Friday, like most people. And you know why that is? Because I made the sacrifices in order to live this life that I'm living. And I found that most people don't want to make no sacrifices. They just want things to be given to them. Or some people have the entitlement mentality. Like, I shouldn't have to sacrifice anything. It's just supposed to be this way. No, don't work that way. You get what you earn. And a lot of these other groups of people are starting to find out real quick that you get what you earn. A lot of that, you being of high status in society and all that crap, everybody's not getting that like you used to. You don't get those privileges like you used to anymore. A lot of that's starting to go away with a lot of these other groups of people. They're starting to get their wake-up call. You can't even get a fair trial in the damn court. And white guys can't get a fair trial, you know. Boy, we in trouble. No. Yeah, buddy. Boy, white people can't get a fair trial. Boy, we in trouble out here. Oh, man. Woo! Shit, man. Stay your ass at home. And there's some stuff you're not bulletproof, or some stuff you're not going to be able to avoid in any society. That's just how it is. And the police is one of them when it comes to us. hey, you can't avoid some type of crazy interaction with a cop in this society today. I mean, you never could really do it in the past either. I mean, last I checked, from what I've been told, the only way you kind of can't avoid an interaction with a cop, some crazy run-in, is if you don't drive. Don't drive and stay out in some small country town in the woods, in the backwoods, or some shit like that. And even then, if somebody might call the police on you, and the deputy sheriff might show up in the backwoods, hick town, somewhere across America. So it's just some shit, man. You're gonna have to just deal with, and you're gonna have to face it. You can't run from everything. Can't be a coward for the rest of your life. You can try to run, but hey, everyone has their day. That's what my dad used to tell me when I was growing up. And see, we make things so complicated. We make everything complicated. And you want to know why I think a lot of people make things complicated? Because they'll have an excuse to quit and not do anything. That's what it be most of the time. They have an excuse. Say, hey, you need to lose weight. It's too hard. I don't want to change. I like eating the food I'm eating. They'll come up with all kind of excuses. I don't like working out. I'm sore. My leg hurt. My body hurt. My back hurt. Everything hurts all of a sudden. Like you having some unique experience from somebody else that's out of shape, that's been out of shape. So people make excuses for almost anything. And they do the same thing in their relationships as well. Think about most people. And I always say, I've been saying this for a long time now, there's no such thing as a girlfriend. There's no such thing as a girlfriend. Think about what are most people doing when they're dating? That's what they say they're doing, right? They're dating. So when you meet a new person, what are they really doing? They're just having fun. That's all they're really doing. They'll go to the restaurant today after work, go to the bar, go to the nightclub, get drunk, get high, and then you go back home and fuck. The next day you wake up, y'all wake up together, if you're lucky, if nothing crazy happens. Next day you wake up, you eat breakfast or whatever, or brunch, whatever, whenever you get up. And you hug, see you later. And you might meet up Sunday and watch the ball game. Or, well, not NFL, it's not on TV now. But if it was football season, you would meet up again Sunday, watch the football game. So y'all sitting there, at the bar, drinking. Y'all just having fun. That's it. Most of the time, y'all not really in y'all right mind anyway. Yeah, because y'all just having fun. And who told you that everything's supposed to be fun all the time anyway? Who told you that lie? And a lot of people think, damn, we're just having fun. But are you really getting to know each other, though? You know what I'm saying? Are you really getting to know each other? Do y'all really like each other? Do y'all really like being around each other? If you take sex out the picture, do y'all really like being around each other? Because what you're really trying to figure out, you know, can I coexist with this person for a long period of time? Can I build with this person? Can I have kids with this person? And what type of family did they really come from? I'm not talking about what she said or what she told you. What kind of family did she really come from? How does she even feel about a family or kids? Does she even like kids? There's some women hate kids, can't stand kids. The kids that they have, they don't care nothing about them. They send them to school like it's a damn daycare. They can't wait to get rid of these damn kids. Like school is out now in most places in America. And boy, it's a damn struggle for a lot of these damn women. They can't wait until these damn kids go back to school so they can get a break. After 1 week of them being out. So, are you getting that woman? Are you trying to build and start a family with that type of woman? Or are you starting a family with a type of woman that actually wants and likes kids? That's going to care about the kids. That put the kids first, not her. What type of woman are you really dealing with here? Are you dealing with a woman that's selfish? That's going to be like, I need a break. You know, I want to go hang out to the club and leave the kids home with the husband or the man. Or she wants to hang out with her no good, dirty, rotten girlfriends while you stay at home with the kids. Are you dealing with that woman? That's who you having fun with on the weekends? You got to find out as quick as possible what type of woman you really dealing with. Are you dealing with a dirty, rotten woman that's going to take her friend's word over yours? Her girlfriend's word is better than yours. Is that the type of woman you dealing with? Is that the type of woman you thinking about building something with or having a family with? You got to find out. You dealing with a type of woman that's never going to support you. You're going to be like Kanye West around this son of a bitch. You're going to be with a woman that don't like anything you do. This bitch is just a hater. Like Kim Kardashian never liked Kanye West's music. Did you know that? What type of bullshit is that? How the hell can you be with a bitch? Or how the hell can a bitch be with a man and don't like his music? or don't like anything he does. What type of bitch is that? I would be happy. Kim Kardashian did him a favor, in my opinion. I'm like, let that bitch go. That bitch is a no good, dirty, rotten scandal. Yeah. So is that the type of woman you willing to be with? That don't support anything you do? As long as the money come in, it's all good. But she don't like what you stand for. She only likes the scenery or the entertainment that you bring. Is that the type of woman you trying to build with? You can't sustain those type of relationships over the long term. They fall apart. They implode. They go down like the Titanic. You can't. Those relationships don't last long. So most people are just having fun. They're not really getting to know each other. By the time they get to know each other, by the time the real person comes out, shit, they already got married and every goddamn thing. That's when the real person comes out. Because they don't got to fake it till they make it no more. Now, I always tell people, give it a year or two. It should take you a year, 12 to 24 months to decide if you want to be with this person for the long term. It shouldn't be that way, but that's how it is because there's always at least one person when y'all meet they're gonna be putting their best foot forward and all that bullshit. You know what it is. You know what I'm talking about. Which makes no sense at all. That's why it's gonna take you so long to get to know this goddamn person. Putting the best foot forward and they go above and beyond the call of duty and all that crazy bullshit. And at some point, the best of the best frauds will stop doing whatever. They just can't keep doing it no more. Might take 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, 18 months. But the best of the best fakers and frauds, over time, they'll be like, I'm tired now. I already got what I want. I don't got to do that shit no more. I don't got to do what I used to do in the beginning no more. I already got the man. I already got the kids, whatever. Yeah. I mean, that's some bullshit, but it happens. This is why it takes you so long to get to know the person. Now, you're not going to know everything, but you're going to know enough. And you're going to find 9 times out of 10, if you, in the beginning, within that first 2 years, for sure, 100% chance, you're going to find out something about the other person and you're not going to like it. I guarantee you, 100% chance you're gonna find out something about the other person, and you're gonna be like, God damn, shit. Now, wherever she tells you or not, it don't even matter. You're gonna find out, and when you find out, you're gonna have to make a decision. Can I handle that? Am I okay with that? You're gonna have to answer that question on your own. Nobody else can do that for you. And you're gonna understand why she was embarrassed to tell you. There's gonna be something. Shit, she might owe $10,000 on a loan and some crazy shit like that, or she might have $200,000 student loan. It's gonna be something. It's gonna always gonna be something. Always gonna be something. Or maybe she got, what's the other one? She got molested or raped. Something like that. It's gonna be, you be like, God damn, this heavy duty shit right here, man. Woo. Or maybe she was she done something strange for a piece of change at one point in time. She was renegade hoeing at one point. All gonna be something, boy. You know, always. And she slept with a bunch of guys she didn't like. It's all, I'm telling you, there's nobody, no woman is a finished product when you meet her. None. Zero. But you're gonna find out something, you'll be like, God damn, I wasn't ready for that. You better get ready. No. It's doggy dog out here, man. You know what I'm saying? I remember when I was in the Navy, and at the time, I didn't know this guy that well, but he was saying that he was thinking about getting married to the Japanese girl, right? And he said that the girl told him that if you want to marry me, you gotta pay my loan off. And she was like, the loan is $10,000 at the time. And I said, $10,000. So I told him, I said, man, do you have $10,000? Shit, you're E1. You ain't got that type of money at the time. So I told him I wouldn't pay that shit, yo. Fuck that. I ain't paying no $10,000. Let that bitch pay that shit off before y'all get married. That'll motivate her to pay the debt off. At least you'll see how bad she wanted. You know what I'm saying? How committed she is to y'all being together. That's what I told him. I don't know if he paid it off or not, but I know they got married. You know, I know they got married. That's all I know. I don't know if he paid it off or not. Somebody paid it off, you know. And they got married and they end up moving to Norfolk, Virginia. That's where he ended up moving at. His next duty station, basically. You know. But it's always gonna be something, man. It's just like, just depends on what you're willing to there's always a sacrifice. That's my point. You know, there's no free lunch out here. There's no smooth sailing. Now, for some people, very few people, everything is smooth sailing. But even that person has obstacles and things they have to work to get past. It might not be to the extent of you or me or the average person, but everyone has obstacles, things they have to get through, you know, things they go through. But there's no free lunch. There's no free lunch, you know. But you're never going to know these things until you get to know the person, until you get to know the woman. And then you're going to realize you're going to get to a point where you have to ask yourself another question. Is she's fit for me? Is she's good for me? I'm not talking about what she want and all that shit. Look, most women don't know what they want. I'm going to say that one more time. Most women don't know what they want. The mistake that a lot of guys make is they actually listen to what women want and what they think and all this nonsense. I don't. Never have, never will. Now, here's one thing about women. Women know who they want to be with and who they don't want to be with. They know who they want to be with and who they don't want to be with. If they want to be with you, they will. Simple. Nothing more, nothing less. Women change all the time when they get into, oh, I want this. I want a guy that's 6 foot. I want a guy who's a 6-pack. I want a guy that's making 6 figures. And as soon as they get with a guy that they want to be with, this guy ain't 6 foot. He ain't making 6 figures. And he ain't got no 6-pack. But she knows she wants to be with him. That's it. Plain and simple. It ain't that complicated. We make things complicated because we listen to outside noise and we listen to, what people are saying all the time. And the reason why we do that, most of us, because we don't know who we are. We don't know who we are. We don't know what we want as a man. And if you don't know what you want as a man, and most women damn sure don't know what they want. They know what they feel. They know what it feels like to be around a certain type of guy. And they know what type of man they want to be with when he show up. But they don't know necessarily how he looks like when he shows up. There's a difference, That's why I don't ask women, hey, what you looking for? I never ask a question like that. She don't know. Especially the younger women in the 20s. If you take a 22, 24-year-old female, she don't know what she want. She don't know nothing. I see a lot of these guys online. They take advantage of the young broads online. They'll invite the young broads on the damn show and make a fool out of them. And as soon as the young broad get disrespectful on the show that they invited them on, they kick the bitch out, call her names, bash the young broads. I'm like, man, you exploiting the young broads. You know the bitch don't know nothing. That's why you invited her on, to make a fool out of her. But then you're going to turn around and complain because she's being disrespectful. You being disrespectful for even inviting them on there because you know they don't know shit. But you got to have some pretty faces on the on your show, and you more than likely, some of these people that I'm talking about online. They have these group of women on the damn show, make fun of them, talk shit to them, kick them off, embarrass them, then turn around and be like, y'all being disrespectful. You know, there's a lot of game goofy guys and women out here. You know, and you got and online is a lot of shit people say is they just be saying shit to run their mouth. Nobody really has beef, like real beef online. And in real life, they don't really have beef. People just be saying shit just to try to get the videos to go viral and all that shit. You know, so they'll play like they have beef, or they'll act like they really have like they have a problem with what somebody might have said. But if these people meet up in person, man, they shaking hands and and everybody go about their business at the end of the day. Ain't nobody got no beef with nobody. Ain't nobody putting no hands on nobody. That's just a bunch of bullshit. Most of these guys aren't built like that. And most of these guys aren't built like that. Most of these guys ain't putting no hands on nobody. They're not beating nobody up. You know, most of these guys are cowards. That's just reality. You know, especially these guys that are foreigners. You know, a lot of them are game goofy. And there's a lot of them online. People, for whatever reason, gravitate towards a lot of these guys and gals. I mean, I don't know what they learn from them. I don't know. If they like being entertained, great. They're good entertainers, for sure. But when it comes to getting results, shit, they can't tell you how to do it. They haven't done it. If somebody haven't done something, how the hell are they gonna tell you how to do it? Think about it. If somebody haven't done something, how they gonna tell you how to do it? It's impossible. You know, I can tell a lot of people how to do a lot of shit because I've done it. And not only that, there's people that have came back and told me what happened. They told me everything changed. Their whole life changed. And the reason why it happens that way because I've done this shit. So whatever I say, it sticks. It hits different compared to somebody that haven't done it before. I mean, a lot of these guys are young. They're in the 20s online. I mean, how much? Let's just be honest. Let's call a spade a spade. How much does a 22-year-old really know about relationships, business? I mean, just life in general. Let's just be honest. How much does a 21-year-old woman really knows about relationships, about just life in general? Let's just be honest. And I'm not knocking them. I'm just saying everyone has to grow. But to say that you know a lot and have experienced a lot, and you're 21, 22 years old, that's bullshit. It's impossible. You don't know. If you're 21, you really don't know shit about life in general. You really don't know what you want. You're really haven't. You're kind of just really getting started at 21. To be honest, you know, if you talk to your parents, they probably would. Well, your parents might not be honest with you. They might not want to be honest with you because a lot of parents feel like if they're honest with their kids, they're gonna expose themselves for whatever reason. It's the weirdest thing. You know, some parents will not be honest with their kids, because for some reason, um, the parents feel like, especially the mom feels like she have to keep up the persona of a motherly, I don't know, fresh, um, uh, you know, type of mom. And it's like, your kids already know who you are. By the time your kids become, I don't know, 20, at least I'm going to say 20, 21, your kids know what type of mom and dad you are. They ain't stupid. They know they know if you a hoe. They know if you are a no good, dirty, rotten, lame dad. They already know. They know if you are an alcoholic or a drug addict. They don't have to be around you to pick up on it. They know that you done got ran through by guys outside of your husband, which is his or her dad. They already know. We don't get to pick our parents, but at the same time, these kids ain't stupid. Everybody knows, if we're honest, everybody knows what type of mom they had growing up. We know. Everybody knows if their mom loved them or not. Everybody knows. By the time you turn 21, it's like the writing is on the wall. I know my mom loved me. I knew it. I knew it when I was like, what? 14. I know my mom loved me when I was 14. You know? I know my dad loved me when I was like 17. I knew they cared about me when I was like 10 years old. I figured it out. They didn't have to tell me all the time, oh, we love you. They didn't have to tell me that shit all the time. I just figured it out. And they started to say it. They started to express themselves as I got older. And they started to tell me things that made them uncomfortable at times. But they told me anyway because they didn't want to put me out there for me to fail. They didn't want me to fail in life. They didn't want me to go out there in the blind and get crushed and get my ass bust. They didn't want that to happen to me. They didn't want me to get my ass kicked by the police. They didn't want me to get my ass kicked at school by some punk kid. So they were honest with me. They said, sometimes you might have to kick somebody's ass. Right or wrong. You got to defend yourself. Don't let people push you around. Stand up for yourself. Don't let people talk to you in a certain type of way. Right or wrong, win, lose, or draw. But you got to respect yourself and love yourself. You might have to teach people how to treat you. And if they don't want to listen or they don't want to respect your boundary, you might have to get away from them. That's some of the stuff my parents taught me. You know? That's some of the shit they taught me. They were honest with me. And I respect my parents. One thing I respect about my parents more than anything, they never lied. Some of the stuff I asked, I know they didn't want to talk about it. Because it brings up some of the stuff from their past. So I get it. I understand. Because my parents were older parents. My dad was born 1925 And my mom was born in 1933. So my parents were older parents growing up. My parents grew up, they were born in slavery, grew up during Jim Crow, South Carolina. And they made it through all that shit. And you gotta remember, back then it wasn't no dating. Nobody was going on dates. No one was going to the movies and the restaurants and all that bullshit. Nobody was like, hey, let's go to TGI Friday tonight. Let's go to the nightclub. Shit. Not in the 30s and 40s. Shit. Not in the 20s and 30s. No. Yeah, they had some hole in the walls, but it wasn't like it is today. Nobody, first of all, people didn't even have cars like that back in the day. They didn't have cars like that. The only people that had cars are the people that had money. The players had cars. The rich people had cars. People that had money could afford it had cars. People had horses and carriages back then in the early 1900s. And women weren't getting with guys. Oh, he has to have money and all this bullshit. Bullshit. That had women wasn't getting with guys because he was 6 feet, 6-pack, 6 figures. Most people didn't have money back then. People were bartering back then more than anything. It was about people were living off the land back then. It was about what resources the guy had. What land did the guy have, if any? If he could even afford to even have a family. And people stuck together back then. You know why? Because they didn't have a choice. They didn't have a lot of options like people have today. There wasn't no women walking around going to get a job in the 20s and 30s. Women were not outside like that. If a woman left, it was too dangerous. If a woman left their house and went somewhere, went to the store, that bitch wouldn't make it back 9 times out of 10. She wouldn't make it back. Imagine a world where you pull up in your car in front of your house and you got to blow the horn. That way your wife know it's you outside before you open the door. That's the world my parents grew up in. That's the world my parents grew up in. They had to blow the horn or ring the bell to let the husband know that he was outside so the wife could open the door. That way no one would run up in the house and do whatever they wanted to do to them. That's what my parents grew up in. So there wasn't no damn dating. Wasn't none of that bullshit. People just knew people. They introduced each other. And they made a decision whether they wanted to be together or not, with the approval of their fathers. The man would meet the father of the daughter and they would talk And the father would always ask, what do you have to offer my daughter, the family? What are your intentions to be with my daughter? And if he didn't respond back in the right way, all bets off. Like, get the hell up out of here. Get out of my house before I kill you. No. That's how it was. And dudes were hardcore back then. Wasn't no soft dudes. There wasn't no, let me tell you something. My grandfather and my dad wasn't sitting around talking about what a woman want or what mama want. Like a lot of us do today. No way. They weren't sitting around thinking about what the woman want. Hell no. There wasn't no time for that shit. He had kids to take care of. He had to make sure the kids were being taken care of. And the family was being taken care of. Guys weren't sitting around thinking about, sitting around and looking at themselves in the mirror and making sure they're they got big muscles and shit, and making sure their beard is lined up right, making sure they got the right shades to put on. And man, guys wasn't doing none of that shit. My father and grandfather was growing up. They wasn't sitting around thinking how much money I have to make in order to get with a woman. Hell no. That's ridiculous. I mean, if my dad was living today, and if I was saying what I'm saying to you to him, he would be like, he wouldn't even be able to wrap his mind around the shit that's going on today. So like some of the stuff that I talk about on here, if I was talking to my dad, if he was living, he'd be like, what are you even talking? Why are you even talking like that? He wouldn't be able to wrap his mind around the concept of how much money do I have to get with this woman, to date this woman. I'm like, what? If my dad was, I'm just trying to think what he would say. He'd be like, man, fuck that bitch. He probably wouldn't use them choice of words, but more than likely it would be like that. It would be like, look, even she's in or she's out. I'm the man. I'm in charge. What she want doesn't really matter. It's going to change anyway over time. All women know is this. They know the guys they want to be with. Nothing more, nothing less. That's all they know. Most women don't know what they want. And this is why when a lot of women get what they want, at least that's what they think. That's what they thought anyway. When they get it, they'd be like, man, I don't really want, this ain't what I thought it was going to be. Because they were just following the crowd of her lonely, no good for nothing girlfriends. And P.S. and by the way, most of these women are unfit. They're not built for family. They're built for the streets. And that's okay if they're built for the streets. Everybody can't be a part of family. There's some people ain't built for family. There's some people are just damaged. And they need to get some help if they want to be helped. But it ain't your job to try to fix them. That's their responsibility. You know? ATL. Your dad sounds super cool. I don't talk a lot of females because I think like your dad. Exactly. And my dad, if he was living, he'd be scratching his head like, what you talking about? I don't even know. I don't even know how to think about this shit that you talking about. Talking about what a woman want all the time. They don't even know what they want. They don't even know what they want most of the time until they get it. And then they'll start saying some old crazy off the wall shit. Your dick too big and all the crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? I've heard almost everything. I don't want to talk to you no more. I can't take it. I can't take it. You're too big. You know, all the nonsense. And I'll be like, wait a minute. I thought this was the American way. No. So, I do believe that there's somebody for everybody. But at the same time, you have to get to know these. You have to get to know people. Takes time. Don't happen overnight. And the reason why it takes so long, like I said, is because people putting their best foot forward. At least one person is doing it. So it's going to take you a good 12 to 24 months to figure out if this is the type of person that I can build with. If you take the sex out the equation, does this woman have my best interest? Do I even like being around this person? You might not like her outside of the sex. You might be like, we ain't really got nothing in common. She's the opposite of what I believe, the things I believe, she's the opposite. She's raised to be the opposite. She's combative, borderline disrespectful. She don't really like a man to be the only type of man she like is a submissive man. You're gonna have that woman gonna be a fucking headache. You trying to build something, you thinking you thinking y'all on the same team. No, this bitch is an individual. She want to take over. She want to be able to tell you what to do. You and the kids. She want to be able to tell all y'all what to do. As soon as you thinking like, hey, this is a team sport, team environment, none of that shit make no difference to her. Family don't mean nothing to her. She's thinking about my lifestyle. Lifestyle? What the hell you know about a lifestyle? You ain't got no lifestyle. You ain't got no lifestyle. What the hell you talking about? What lifestyle you got? You act like you a millionaire. Bitch, I'm trying to build up to make millions. And you talking about a lifestyle. You talking about a lifestyle and you got a 9-to-5 job. That shit don't make no sense. See, that type of woman's going to be a headache. You can't build nothing with nobody like that. You trying to build something, she's stabbing you in the back. She's stabbing you in the back. She's going back telling the other people something. She's she's embarrassing you or trying to embarrass you in front of people, talking shit behind your back. You can't build nothing with nobody like that. Even if you build something with somebody like that, she's going to tear it down and destroy it. And you know why? Because she don't think she deserves it. And she feel like you shouldn't be in that position. Whatever you built, she feel like she should be in that position. And she feel like you beneath her. She feel like she's better than you. And you want to know why she thinks that way? Because her mama told her that. Because her mama wasn't shit. That's why. That's why she's giving you a hard time being disrespectful. Because her mama wasn't shit. And she know her mom ain't shit. That's why she ain't shit. And that's why you need to get away from her. And that's why you have a lot of guys get with women that's like that, and a relationship, it falls. Because secretly, she don't believe that she deserves to be with a guy like you. So these type of women will sabotage the relationship. Everything could be going well. The kids is going well. The paper's coming in. Y'all building. All of a sudden, this bitch start doing weird shit. Shit went left all of a sudden. Bitch, what you doing? She start hanging out with her friends and going to the nightclub and don't come back home till the next day. You and the kids is wondering, hey, where your mom at? The kids is asking, hey, where mom at? You don't know where she at. The bitch ain't answering the phone. All you know is she went to the club last night and with her friends and didn't come back home. So it's what? Sunday afternoon, she finally come back home and you be like, yo, what's up? Where you was at? How come you ain't answer the phone? She's like, I was busy. I didn't hear the phone and stop making up all kinds of excuses. What type of shit is that? You can't be with a woman like that. You can't be with a woman that don't want to be held accountable. If she want to be with her friends, let that bitch go. If she want to stay out all night and don't answer the phone, no one knows where she at. The bitch might have been dead. Who knows? Either she's in or she's out. Either you're going to be a mother or on them streets. You know, and that looks bad on the kids. The kids is asking you where their mom at, and you got to sit there and lie. You don't know where she at. That don't look good. That's not a good role model for kids. You got to sit there and lie as a man, which, by the way, makes you look weak as a man. The kids, you're not showing a good example either. Neither of y'all. Y'all basically, and if that keeps on, y'all going to end up raising the next generation of failures. If you don't cut it off. You know? And there's a lot of guys going through these types of bullshit relationships where the wife just does whatever, stay out all night, come back the next day, drunk, high, hanging out with who knows whoever, and the guy is just supposed to be cool with it. Or she can sleep with whoever, and the guy's supposed to be cool with it. But when it's time for the guy to sleep with somebody, oh, that ain't the same thing. I gotta be there to watch. I want to meet her. I'm laughing, but you know somebody that's like this. You know somebody that's like that. I know guys that's going through that shit right now. Where, you know, the woman is out in them streets she's getting dressed to go to the club right now. She's getting dressed to go to the club right now. She's taking a shower right about now. You know? She's calling up her friends, getting ready to go out. You know? Because she wants to go out and have a good time because she worked so hard this week. I worked 40 hours. I need a break. I need a break from the kids. I'm so tired. Please. I need a break. Bitch, once you had kids, you don't get no breaks. You don't get no breaks. You don't get no time off. That's what you signed up for. Yeah, you can get some rest, but you don't get no breaks. The breaks is over. This is next level here. You in the heavyweight game now. It's time to step up, take things to the next level once you had kids. And you shouldn't have to even wait to have kids to take things to the next level. But that's how most people are. Something usually has to happen for them to get a rude awakening. Because most people don't have no standards. You know? Don't have no standards. You know? So, hey, if you want to talk about anything, click the link. Let's get it on. You know, most people don't have no standards. A lot of this, I blame on the guys because they let a lot of things slide. Because they want to be nice. Don't want to offend the woman. You know? Because a lot of women, they got these guys by the balls. They'll be like, oh, I don't want to sing. I don't want to offend her. She won't, I don't want to get on her bad side. She won't give me none. Well, good. Give it to somebody else. You know? I'm not going to walk around on eggshells. I'm not going to walk around on eggshells just because I might offend somebody. ATL.
Sure.
Oh, man, you breaking up. Man, I can't hear anything. It sounds like you're in a yeah. No, I can't hear nothing, bro. Oh, it's still breaking up. You must be in a yeah, I can hear you now.
Oh, you can hear me now?
Yeah.
Man, I stay in these apartments not too far from the airport in Atlanta.
Oh, and that's why.
Oh, well, it's actually right here, Clay County in College Park. I stay in unincorporated College Park, man, right here. Yeah, man. You preaching tonight, bro. You said something clear, like you was like, man, once you got them kids, you don't never have no days off. You gotta always think about your kids, bro. Man, my son just he played basketball, right? I'm a part of this chat called Group Me, and the payments I already paid my, you know what I'm saying? He just texted me saying he want to go. Can me and his mom go have on some new basketball shoes? You see what I'm saying? And let me say this though, Sharp. My son, he ain't one of them little assholes. He can really hoop. I post him on YouTube. He ain't the best, but he ain't the worst. He starts. So you see what I'm saying?
Oh, that's good.
But then I got another son. He I got them finna go to this camp called Wealthy Habits. It's a 2-day camp and it teach them about assets, liabilities. They going in the Federal Reserve Bank in Midtown. I got a 6-year-old daughter. I got her playing chess. The point I'm trying to make is no days off. I'm just thankful they not a part of no gangs. I talk to their teachers, their coaches, stuff like that. It's not, like you said, bro. Once you got them kids, it's no days off. And like you said, people be trying to live a lifestyle and be broke, trying
Yeah,
to
I'm
live
like,
paycheck to paycheck. It's okay to go out of town and do stuff, but then be getting stuff on credit, Affirm,
dumb
uh,
shit.
bro. They got a firm. Let me tell you this: a firm on the stock market. You can buy stock in a firm because that's how much people rent shit. You see what I'm saying? Just rent shit for no motherfucking reason. You can rent shoes. See, man, I don't give a fuck when nobody say, excuse my language, Sharp, but I don't give a damn. Like, I don't want to save for no trip, bro. I don't. I don't want to sound conceited or uppity. I just want to have the money to just go when I want to go. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Fuck
I
all that,
do it exactly. I think the same way.
bro. It's like all that we got to save up and plan, and then now you out taking pictures. So it's okay. You know what I'm saying? I just don't want to do that. I don't want to sound better than
Oh, I
nobody.
don't, bro. I don't go on vacation, bro. I just go when I need to go.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, okay, it's okay. Exactly. Like you say, you might be a person where you like, man, first of all, your home should be your sanctuary. You should be able to come home and be like, man, I'm at peace here whether I go somewhere or not. But let's say you like, man, I've been busy, I've been working all hard, I've been putting in the grind. I just want to take a trip to take like 3 or 4 days off. Which you see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And then you might get to a point where you balling so motherfucking much, you might say, man, I gotta take a month off. I've been going so hard, I'm
yeah,
taking a whole month out. I got so much money. Like you said, I think you said it. You ain't got no millions and you talking about some you got a lifestyle. Man, come
yeah,
on, man.
exactly. I bitch, what lifestyle? What you talking about?
Exactly. Stop. And then if you say that, now you wrong. Now we ain't got no goddamn lifestyle. You thinking people motherfucking making 800. I even give 1,000. People making $1,000 a week, $4,000 a month. Let's say you clear that. Let's say that's your net. That's still only $48,000 a year. And that's fine. I'm not putting down the common person. I don't want to get deep Dr. Umar Johnson on me. I'm not putting down the common man. I'm not. And I'm not better than nobody, bro. I'm not, bro. I done got everything I got out the mud and I'm still got a lot to go. But
Yeah,
$1,000 a week of $48,000, you can't really live no lifestyle like what you talking about. You see what I'm saying? You can
exactly.
fake it till you make it. You can fake it till you make it, and I don't even really believe in that. It's like, man, just tell the truth, man. I'm trying to goddamn make $1 out of 15 cents, man. Goddamn put goddamn 100 pennies together and make $1, man. You see what I'm saying? Just tell the truth. You see, but when you blow up too, tell the truth about that. Don't try to be overly humble and all this shit. Man, I put that
Yeah, I
work
don't
in.
believe.
I'm here
I
now.
don't. Yeah, I don't believe in that humble shit.
Right, bro. Like I know it's all right to have a little humility. Like, wow,
Yeah,
ooh, it took a lot for me to get here. I put in that work, but I'm here now. You see what I'm saying? But all that goddamn man and all this sounding like a damn slave. Like you said, man, the answers are answer, and that's what I say.
Uh
I
oh.
stand on it.
Oh, you must have moved, bro. Up again. I can hear you now.
Okay, yeah, nah, man, but yeah, man, people be saying getting mad, like I'm an American black man. You see what I'm saying? My parents, like you said, my great grandparents, they know about slavery. You see what I'm saying? They were born in
Yeah,
1908, bro. I
they
remember
were
my
born. They
great
were born.
granddad. You
Yeah, they
said
were
what?
born in that, just like my parents.
Bruh, I remember my great granddad was born in 1908, man. And I met him. I saw him. I remember him vividly. He was in a wheelchair. My grandmama, she was born in 1939. And I remember her saying stuff like, I ain't no damn African. You see what I'm saying? And I
Yeah,
didn't understand that shit until I got older. I used to be like, well, damn, I thought we from Africa, blah, blah, blah. And then when I started meeting Africans and how they act, they're like, man, I ain't no damn African. I appreciate the culture, but and then Africa 54 states. And I'm gonna tell you this too, bro. They said really wasn't even called Africa. Somebody else gave it that name, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, exactly.
But all this here to say what you said, bro. You got down preaching for real tonight, man. Like you said, man, you got them kids. Ain't no, I thought I was lame, bro. I thought I was lame for all that shit. I played catch with my kids, went to the basketball court. I talked to their teachers, their counselors, all that shit, bro. I'm just being so honest. For a long time, I thought I was lame because I didn't see a lot of guys like that. But then over time, I'm like, man, this my fucking legacy, and these my kids. What the fuck? What they gonna think about me when they get grown? That's all I think about. Like, what my kids gonna think about me when they get grown, man? If they gonna say, man, my daddy put the work in to try to make us have a better life or educate us about some stuff. I get my kids the game on all fronts. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, you gotta, and plus you gotta stay up with them dirty, rotten teachers they got up in these schools.
Bro, I people get mad at me because I hold teachers accountable. I had to send one teacher an email. I was like, listen, I don't think my son failing is what anybody in this situation want. It's a 14 process. You got administrators, teachers, students, and parents. And as the adult in the situation, we have to hold the child accountable, but we have to be accountable as the adults as well. And we need to put the child in the best position to succeed. That's how I think. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because these teachers be all in the club, all on fucking Facebook, TikTok, all this shit, man, going smoking hookahs, 3 5s, getting drunk, mimosas, all this old shit, man. Ain't nobody nah, you ain't finna handle my kids no any kind of way, but I'm gonna hold my kids accountable too, though. I got to,
yeah,
Sharp. I got to.
yeah, yeah. Like a lot of these teachers, man, they just need to be fired. You know, I mean, the reason why the kids are bored and the teachers don't like the damn kids. So how the hell, if the teacher don't like the kids gonna pick up on it, and they're not gonna perform as well.
Sharp, hey man, I swear to God, I told my kids that same shit. I didn't say it like that. This is what I told them. I said, man, your teacher might got something against you. Your teacher might got something against, and then I'm gonna tell you like this too. You might have a female teacher, and she might like you on the low. Your female teacher might like you on the low and don't even know how to say that shit. You see what I'm saying? But I don't
Yeah.
let people. Man, I almost got locked up one time I was going to the school to get a packet for my son. Hey, they was having a test, one of them goddamn standardized tests. So I was getting them a study packet. So I came up there. They had like a fucking foreign Arab teacher. I came to the door. He didn't open the door for me as a parent. I went ham. I like the fuck he open the door for me. I'm up here trying to get a goddamn study packet. Y'all ought to be glad I'm
Why?
up here trying to get a study packet.
Why he didn't open the door?
I
What
don't,
did he say?
he was a foreigner, bro. He was a foreigner. I got into it with a teacher. It was no disrespect to anybody who got their doctorate, but the assistant principal, she was a doctor or whatever. I call her Doctor Such and Such because she kept talking about some calm down and all this. They had done got the resource police officer and everything. I was like,
Well,
man,
well,
y'all.
they don't like when they don't like when the man parents come up there anyway.
Nah, they didn't. Let me say that, bro. I've been going there so long, and I just established that respect now because like that's about the humility part I was telling you about. I had to fell back, And I was like, man, I shouldn't even. I was asserting my authority, like he my kid, but at the same time, I looked at the role I played. But over time, we done got a lot of mutual respect. I will say that, like
That's good.
a lot of times when you assert yourself, the people will say, "Oh, okay, okay," and then when they evaluate everything, they were like, "Okay, it's about the kids. He just care about his kids
You
and the other
goddamn
kids."
right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, man, we've been standing in this same area since my kids went to elementary. They went to the elementary, the middle school, and now the high school in this area. My son, not only was he working with me, he got a little job up the street in the neighborhood. See, that's what the community is about. He was able to get a job in his neighborhood, the same neighborhood he been going staying in since he was in elementary school. Been going to the same elementary school, the middle, the teachers, the principals, everybody know us. You see what I'm saying? You know, like I'm just showing them you ain't gotta Buckhead cool now. I ain't gonna lie. I like Buckhead, but you ain't gotta stay in Buckhead. You can stay in these areas and still be successful. But like you said, bro, it's on the parents. Ain't no damn day off. You don't
Oh,
got no
hell
day
yeah.
off. You ain't
No.
got no damn day off.
Nope. That
And
shit.
you got go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Now I was finna say like is that what you said too? Man, you know how difficult it is getting anybody to invest into you having a business as an entrepreneur. I'm reading a book right now, Sharp. The 50 Obstacles of Being a Black Entrepreneur. It's a decent book,
Who was it
but
by?
it's by a professor named Devin Porter. It's a professor, some professor named Devin Porter. Uh,
It's good?
It's good. It's good. It's giving you. Actually breaking down 50 obstacles. It's good. It's some stuff I don't necessarily agree with, but some stuff I got to, because you can't deny it. Like since 1970, the number of women in business has increased, and who in the workforce too. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of these guys who talking about 50-50 and all that, the women ain't gonna respect you. They go like, shit, I'm going half with you. You know what I'm saying? They bring so much money to the table, especially if you living off the girl. You see what I'm saying? It's gonna be hard for her to respect you. You see what I'm saying? People can take that money shit out of it, especially in this day and age. Not back in the day, but in this day and age, man, you talking about some 50-50 and all this shit, man. She ain't gonna give a damn about that shit.
Yeah, that's I don't know what
Exceptional guy.
I don't
You
know
know what
what
I'm
the
saying?
fuck that I don't know what that shit is about.
Bro,
You said his name is
man.
Devin Porter?
Devin Porter, yeah. Professor Devin Porter, the book called The 50 Obstacles of Black Entrepreneurs. Yeah, man. I think it's called Black Entrepreneurship or some shit like that at the beginning. I think I registered for some online. I went in my mailbox, the book was just in there. It was like, damn, this is a low key gift from God. I didn't know. You see what I'm saying? Cause I read, bro. You see what I'm saying? I read, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
that's
ain't
good, bro.
I ain't trying to say I read like a book every week. You see what I'm saying? But I try to sneak in a book a month. You see what I'm saying? If I can. You see what I'm saying? Try to stay educated, bro. But yeah, man.
How's yeah, how's it going anyway? How's business going now?
Man, I can't complain too much, man. I'm trying to maintain 100,000, man. I'm trying to. But let me say that with 100,000, I'm still nowhere where I need to be at Sharp. I'm nowhere where I need to be. I still don't got the website. I'm trying to get into certain organizations and leverage those relationships to grow to a position I think the business can go to. It's all about continuing to try to build systems.
Yeah. Yeah, what you would tell you wanted to ask me something about your website. Something
Yeah,
couple.
yeah, man. I'm looking for somebody to get me a web. See, I hate to say this. I don't want to sound lazy, but man, I'm more of a delegator when it comes to some stuff. And you give me the cliff notes. Like let's say somebody give me a build a website. I got like 18 things that I want on us, like 18 specific type things that I would like the website to be able to do. You see what I'm saying? Like to be able to click this to get the about page and to contact us at this number, certain deals we might have going on, a way to file, a way to to make payments. Another thing I would like to, the way to fill out a job application. You see what I'm saying? Or leave a comment saying you want to be a contractor. You see what I'm saying? Also showing the different jobs that we have. You see what I'm saying? And that's just the cleaning service. I be telling my kids, we had a meeting, and I was telling them, man, y'all can help grow the business to a whole nother level where we can invest into a variety of things and have subsidiaries up under the parent company. You see what I'm saying? Why not think like that? Building trust, all type of thing, putting cars and other assets in the business name, trying to limit your name. If not if, just having the confidence that it can grow that far, but they have to see me not working so hard. You see what I'm saying? If that makes sense. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They want to see like, okay, this the system. I had major, not let me say major. I had like 4 or 5 people. That's definitely not major. But I had like 4 or 5 people working with me. But man, it done dwindled down to like really one, and she a virtual assistant. But I'm still making the money. A lot of
Okay.
people don't want to work, and then I'm so committed to the black community. Since I had a business, all I ever have hired was blacks. You see what I'm saying? And there's no disrespect to nobody else community, but all I ever have hired was blacks, bro. So it's been tough for me to branch out to other groups of people. You see what I'm saying?
Well, sometimes, man, I fuck with those that fuck with me, brother. Sometimes you might have to branch out, but it's okay to hire a Latin woman, man. It's okay. You know what I'm
But
saying?
let me say this, bro. When we first started, the girl who I was starting business with, that's what she was saying. And that's what this book saying too. It's like 50 obstacles. I'm up to like number 38. So I got like 12 more. But one of them was saying like starting businesses so that you like some of these top companies at the top is so much nepotism and so much. I know this guy and I put this guy on and it be they same color. It be they same people. So like what you just said, I fuck with those who fuck with me, but I gotta find blacks that fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? I got
Yeah,
to,
yeah,
bro.
yeah. I
I
understand,
I
but
got to,
but,
man.
but check this out. Think about it like this: if sometimes you can be strategic about who you hire. You okay, if I hire a Latin woman, it's because I want to penetrate a certain market. That's what I mean.
Now you 100% correct about that too, Shark. Let me say that you are correct about that. You see, and because the first thing I thought about with Walmart, to hire anybody. Walmart don't give a damn. They'll hire
For
anybody.
real? I didn't know that.
Yeah, yeah. They'll hire anybody, man. White, black, Mexican. Hey, shit. So you're 100% correct. If I want to continue to grow in a major way, I'm gonna have to hire outside groups. But
Yeah.
man, I be trying. I'm so black. I'm so black, bro. I am, man.
It's just a black woman with a taco, man. That's all it is.
Yeah, nah, yeah. I don't I don't ran into some, but you know what I hate though? I
What?
can't lie, bro. I hate when the Latino be together and they start talking Spanish. It's like I don't know what they said. It's like I don't know what you
You
said.
understand a little bit?
I understand a little bit, bro. I do. I do. I be listening to Spanish. I let me not lie. I got a little agenda that I like to have every week. So it was like I'm gonna listen to Spanish 30 minutes 2 days out the week to try to pick up on my Spanish. Sometimes I don't have the discipline, but I know a couple of things, you know what I'm saying? Come estás and you know what
Yeah.
I'm
Me.
saying? thank you and you welcome, the nada, stuff like
Oh, okay,
that.
you know the basics. That's good.
Right. I know a little stuff, you know what I'm saying? Paquito, small, a little stuff, but
One thing, if you hire the right woman, they won't quit. As long as you got work,
let me say,
they're gonna quit.
man, see that what I'm sharp. I had an older group of women working for me for years and
Oh,
stuff
bro.
slew. Man, yes, I did,
Oh
man.
God.
But they
You
was
hired
working.
a whole man.
Listen, I gotta tell the truth. We on the live, man. I gotta tell the truth. They was gay too. They was some old dykes, man.
Oh God.
But they were the good. But they started looking at how they didn't need me. One of them was the leader, the more feminine one. She was the leader, and figure, oh, well, we can make some flyers ourselves. It's like, hey, listen, I want y'all to do that, but man, over time they started. Uh, let me say this, bro. They did a great job, and somewhere along the line, I didn't manage that situation as good as I could have. I don't want to overly put the pressure on them. Is ultimately I didn't do a good enough job of managing whether they did this or did that. So
Yeah,
I put the onus on me. You know.
I got you, bro. But I would have never hired them.
They was good for a while, bro. They was real good. They had great cleaning experience. They used to show up because see the buildings, you ain't got to be in there with nobody. They was
Yeah.
good, and they came suggested from a buddy of mine, and he warned me about the pros and the cons. And I got to admit they worked out good for. They was with me for like 5 or 6 years, so I got to give them credit there.
Oh, that's good. That's a good run. I was
They
surprised it
had,
lasted that long.
Man, I had a good run because I did what I was supposed to do. Let me say this, y'all. At first, I was paying them under the table. I was. But then as I started to grow, I was like, listen, y'all, I'm going to have to send y'all 1099. I was nervous as hell about telling them that because they were older and dykes. It was like, and black. It was like, man, god damn, they going to try to handle me. But
Mhm.
I had the courage to tell them, and they went with it. So I started sending them a 1099 every year. You see what I'm saying? Because I was like paying them like 1,000 or so. You see what I'm saying? A
Yeah.
month. So it was like I gotta send y'all 1099. It's too much money. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
And then I'm gonna say this, man. I said I was gonna be show some humility about this, but I'm a just speak it, man. I was talking to my homeboy the other day. Man, I had put him on. It don't sound like much, but he only worked in one building for like an hour and a half, 2 hours max, and I was paying him $1,000 a month. You see what I'm saying? So you want to come and work with me 2.5? You got a whole 22 other hours in this day. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Long story short, he came to me the other day. He was like, "Man, it's so hard to get that guaranteed $1,000 because it was guaranteed." You see what I'm saying? And that's the
Yep.
benefits of having a business. It's like, man, if I got a business, why not put my people on? He worked good too. Let me not talk about him or make it insinuate anything in a negative way. Things went left in a particular contracts where we wasn't getting the revenue that we were used to getting, and we had to end certain relationships. That everything's still open on the table, but let me say, when people come and work with me, man, the schedules and their cleaning ability has to all line up to make it a situation that's best for everybody involved. But we trying to get into other stuff like logistics, recycling. Um, hopefully
So
over
how
time. Go ahead.
so on average, how long does these contracts last?
What you mean? For a how long I keep them, or how
Yeah.
long it take to clean? Oh, how long I keep them? Man,
Yeah.
I was just talking to one guy. Let me say on average, man, I got one contract shark I done had since 2012. I
Oh
got one
damn,
that I
that's good.
had, man, I have got one that I done had since 2018. One of the biggest things is communication and accountability. Not being scared that you take the accountability. Also giving good customer service, but within that, everything that comes with that communication, uh, being able to let them know when certain things going on, always being able to be accountable, being able to be flexible. You see what I'm saying? Managing money properly, making sacrifices that a regular employee might not make. You see what I'm saying? Always trying to present yourself in a business fashion. So it's taking a lot, and then I struggle with that sometimes because I'm so. This gonna sound ignorant, but man, I'm so black. You know what I'm saying? I'm so sometimes I'm hoodish. You see what I'm saying? Possibly getting caught up in old lifestyles with old people. You see what I'm saying?
You mean
People,
people that work these jobs?
yeah, not just that. People who I may have known and growed up with. Man, you been working so hard. You ain't got to do that. You need to take that break and all that, having
Oh,
that
you get caught
discipline.
up. Oh, you mean you get caught up in what they say?
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. That's what it boiled down to. Well, they might say, I might know I don't it ain't best for me to go out to the club or something. But making the decision to go out instead of just still staying like, man,
Well, you can't. You got to do what's best for you, man.
yeah, nah, I know sharp, but like if I once I get that super saiyan, like that's this cartoon Dragon Ball Z. But once I get that super saiyan discipline, bro, the sky gonna be the limit. Like I said, I'm doing okay, but because I know that I'm not as disciplined as I could be, man, I just feel like I got so many
So
different
what?
levels.
So what would it take for you to get to the place you want to be?
Me to have the ultimate discipline. That's really it. Me to have the ultimate discipline. Like I'm gonna just say this right here on the line. Like QuickBooks, I got QuickBooks, right? I done had QuickBooks for 3 years. I had the intelligence level to learn it. I just ain't learned it. I understand it how beneficial it is, but I just haven't put the time in for whatever reason. I make the excuses not to learn. The website. Man, you done talked about the website 2 or 3 times, and I still haven't done the website because marketing and sales gonna push the business. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So how do I strategically? But I got stuff and building lines of credit to start to get being
Yeah.
able
Hold,
to get.
hold up. You don't have lines of credit yet.
Bro, I just been using all my own money.
You don't got no
Nah,
credit. You don't have no business credit cards.
no business credit cards yet, Sharp.
Oh man.
I just went to Truist Bank. I just went to Truist Bank. I don't want to lie. Like I said, I don't want to fake it till I make it now, Sharp. I haven't got no business credit cards. I've been looking into
Bro.
see, let me say this. I'm being so honest. I was just so happy to start a business. I couldn't believe that shit. I thought that I was gonna be a business owner, but coming from where I came from, I don't want to get into too many details here. But coming from where I came from, I was just shocked and amazed that I did the shit. Even though I'm smart, even though I know that I can do the shit, even though I got down to see because my upbringing wasn't the best. I'm not. I went.
Bro, your upbringing, you don't know it, but your upbringing, it doesn't even matter. Because
That's what I said.
I didn't have the same upbringing as you, and I still didn't know about business credit growing up. So that ain't really had nothing to do with it.
But let me say that I knew about like okay at the age of 19, I knew of what a CD was. I knew what a certificate of deposit was. I was just
Yeah,
the
that shit is useless.
right. Well, let me say this. It depends on how much money you put in the CD and how long you like right now, because of the way the climate is. You can go get a CD with a 3% return. You see what I'm saying? So some investments you put in, they say the average you want to get like a 6% return if you can. So to put your money in the CD and get a 3% return on it, that's if you balling though. You see what I'm saying? It's really like a savings account that you get a little bit of interest on. You see what I'm saying? If you got money to save. But a lot of
You
folks don't
better
even
off. You're better off investing money in somebody else, and you get a 6%, at least a 6% or 8% return.
Right.
You
But
know.
then how come, man, there's so many liars out here right now, especially.
Oh well, most of these people are you talking about online, they just be scamming.
Oh yeah, see, man, I was just gonna say it's this guy I listen to. I like him, named JT, the Pocket Watcher. Man, he be exposing all the scammers. Man, I know. It's gonna say you'll have to watch him to understand what he's saying. You'll be like, Pocket Watch.
What he be talking about another man? He don't be talking about another man online, do he?
Well, I guess that's what it boils down to. But he do be exposing the scammers for what they doing to the.
Yeah, but why waste time doing that shit?
Well, I guess in his head, like, okay, it's
he's
a guy
doing that.
named.
He think that he's doing us a favor.
I think so. Now I'm willing. I want to hear your perspective on that. Like, okay, do you think that nobody should expose scammers, or you think that it's like, shit, if you got scammed, you got scammed, or what do you think about that?
Well, if I was to do that, I'll be here all week.
Right. But now the people channel do work. Like, okay, have you heard
now, if you tell if you, it's not wrong with telling people, hey, don't fuck with him because of this and that. That's okay. There's not wrong with that. But I'm not going to do a whole broadcast talking about somebody like that. That's wasting my time.
Well, now these guys, they now with the YouTube jump, they begin super chats. Now, but let me say this. This is how it go. Like a person like Jay Morrison. I don't know if you ever heard of Jay Morrison.
Yeah, I know. I met Jay before.
Now he sound like a decent cat. Man, let me tell you where I met him at. I told you I had the contract at Magic City, right?
Yeah.
I met Jay Morrison at Magic City, bro. No, I take that back. I first met Jay Morrison at one of his by the block thing. I bought his book on the spot, bro. He had 2 books he was selling on the spot. He gave me a deal because you were buying them on the spot at the thing. He was having it on
the Legacy building, some shit like that.
Nah, they wasn't the Legacy, but at the time he was calling it the by the block back course, where he'll pull up straight on the block. We was on Bankhead.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, the corner classes. That's what it was called.
Yeah, the corner classes.
Yeah, man. So I went to one in Atlanta. It was on Bankhead, so I went over there. I got the book and stuff years later, man. This when he started getting the controversy. I don't know if you heard of Antonio Moore and Yvette Carnell.
Yeah, I heard them clowns. Yeah, what about
them? Lord have mercy. Now, let me say, man, I agree with you. I heard, hey, listen, some like what you said before too, bro. You got to eat the fish and spit out the bone, man. Eat the meat, spit out the bone.
Now, here's the thing with Jay. I met a bunch of these guys that do real estate over the past 2 years, right?
Yeah.
Problem with he's not doing anything different from anybody else. You have people that invest money with you, and they just they're predicting that they're gonna make the money work in the property, right?
Right.
But a lot of times it just doesn't happen that way.
Bro, Jay Morrison had stole his homeboy house. He got him
homeboy house. How that happen?
He got the homeboy to sign over the deed because he was in real estate. So he was making it seem like he'll get the house sold quicker. They end up selling the house. The only way Jay Morrison ended up selling the house. He was supposed to get a homeboy percentage. The only way the homeboy ended up finding out, he rolled by the house and saw people in the house.
Oh, hold on. How come he didn't give him the percentage of the money?
He never said. He went in filed bankruptcy. He never said why he didn't give him the percentage of the house.
That's kind of scandalous right there.
Bro, the man
That type of shit happens.
bro. Jay Morrison did a what you call it? He did an interview about it. Like, it was an unfortunate situation. Blah blah
He
blah.
did an
He
interview
never
about it.
said, man. Yeah, man.
So what did he say?
He said he was like it was an unfortunate situation. You know what I'm saying? Things happen. Stuff. He never got into direct details of why he did not pay Buddy his money.
Yeah, because he probably didn't have it.
Buddy
Yes. Did
came.
he say what happened? What happened to the money?
Nah. But see, a lot of people came out about him saying that see he would do stuff like rent Bentleys and do YouTube videos to promote what he had going on. You see
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Let me say this: he did a couple of
Oops. I think I can't. I think I lost you. Oh damn.
oh man,
Yo.
hello, yo,
Yeah, I
what's
can hear you.
going on?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, so yeah, Jay had did a couple of little not let me say not say little. He did a couple of projects on Auburn Avenue in Atlanta and stuff like that. But ultimately, man, you know, the Tulsa real estate fund fell through. Um and I ain't gonna say people can't ball, but it was a red flag for me when I seen Jay Morrison at Magic City picking up his ID. I ain't saying not ball. I ain't saying,
Picking
but
up his, hey, what he was doing in Magic City?
he had left his ID the night before. He had left his ID, so they found his ID, and he came to the back door and picked it up. Just so it was in the daytime. Just so happened, I was cleaning the facility, getting it wrapped up. He came to the back door, and then we talked it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Um, but yeah, man.
You just gotta be careful who you invest money with, man. What he's doing, I've seen before. You know, a lot of times, a lot of these guys make big promises, but they can't make the property work. They can't make the money work. They might have had good intentions, but they just couldn't make the shit work. And a lot of people that invest their money with these guys and gals don't understand that.
And
You
see,
know,
that's where the scam part come in. Now you got to do what you got to do to make a sale, but at the same time,
yeah. You
it was
don't
just
have
so much.
Yeah, you don't have to lie to people. And the person that's invested money, they have to be real that look, it's not guaranteed.
Correct, but see, when you invest your money, and it's one thing if you invested your money, and it's like, man, we just lost on the deal. But it's another thing when you invest your money, and this person using your money to take trips and ball and stuff like that, and they didn't do what they
Yeah.
said they were gonna do with the money.
Yeah,
You see
that
what I'm
shit
saying?
happens. It happens, man. Happens all the time. I know a guy that um he took like $12 million and hauled ass to India last month. Yeah, that type of shit happens. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta be careful who you invest money with. But see, I think I would never invest my money in funds. Like I don't unless I just don't if I okay, I'll put it like this. I'll put it like this. If I want if I want a 6-8% return annually, if it's all about the money, I would never put my money in a fund. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? Now I'll put my money in a fund if I just want to support the person. You know what I'm saying? Because I know I ain't gonna really get much back at the end of the year. It's gonna be some couple $100, and that's okay if you want to do that. That's okay for some people if they just want to, if they're just getting started, they want to get their foot wet or whatever. But if I want to do some major shit, I'm gonna try to do my own deals. And then if someone wants to come in, that's cool too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But everyone can't start the same. You know what I'm saying? Some people are new, and if you're new, a lot of banks and institutions or people ain't gonna really want to fuck with you if you're new, unless you have somebody that's seasoned. You know what I'm saying?
And man, but see, okay, see, Shark, everything you just told me, if I was a scammer, this how I scam them. Just like the black pastor. I see this person vulnerable. I'd be like, oh, okay. Man, let me tell you like this. I know you just getting started. You blind. This what I know X, Y, and Z about this. If you invest this, man, I can guarantee you 10% of your money. I've been doing this for years. I can show you this. I can show you all this, and they so desperate and they don't know. It just sound good. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
And
you have to look at the numbers from that property. You have
man,
to.
they slow, shark. I hate to say that. Not slow. Let me not use that terminology. They just looking for a savior, man. They think the numbers.
Yeah, they
Some
like.
of them don't know.
Yeah, I think that a lot of times people like the person who they talking to, and they
That
just
see, that man, that what the black pastor do. You go
yeah.
in that church, man, that pastor going, yeah, and then I came down. I
Yeah.
took 2 steps and I sat
but
down and
but I tell you one thing, in the there's a lot of grimy, low down, dirty realtors, brokers, and, and lenders in the real estate area. There's a lot, it's a lot of sharks out there, bro. I'm telling you, you got to be careful. If you find a good lender, you better keep them. If you find a good realtor, you better keep them. Cause it ain't a lot of people that's legit out here. If you if you find good partners, you better try to keep them. Cause ain't most people are not solid out here. It's based on my experience, and I have been around.
but well, see, sharp. You just sound like a bright guy. You sound like you gonna cross your T's and dot your I's. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And everybody don't do that or don't know to do that. Like, okay, back in the day, my kid mom, they tried to get us to get an adjustable rate mortgage in a townhouse. And once the guy started explaining it to me, I was like, hell nah. So you saying it was zero money down. You know, it was right after the housing crisis, after 2008. She wanted to stay. It was nice. It was off this area called in Oakland Industrial in Union City. It was a nice townhouse, but adjustable rate mortgage, we can be paying 1,500 this month, and then in 6 months to a year, we can be paying 5,000.
Oh hell no.
You out your damn mind. We ain't finna.
Hell no.
But a lot of
I need my mortgage to be fixed.
is bro. See what you just said? She thought I was trying to hold us back. You just don't want us to do. You don't want you being cheap. You don't want to spend. It's like no, damn it. It's adjustable rate. That's why they called it an arm rate
You
mortgage.
know why I need my mortgage to be fixed? Because I don't know what them taxes is gonna be
Exactly.
in 3 to 5 years.
And fuck all that. You wanted to be fixed because on locked in. Let's say you get a 15 to 30 year mortgage and your rent $1,000 a month. We're gonna go. Let's go to 1,000. You got a mortgage for $1,000. Okay, every year I'm paying 12,000 for this mortgage, regardless of the taxes, regardless of my water bill.
You know the taxes is gonna go up.
Exactly. But what you do know, my mortgage 1,000 a month because I'm locked
Exactly.
in. See,
Exactly.
you then this where a lot of people get messed up too, going to refinance and all this shit. It's like
I
nah,
mean, the only way, well, this is my opinion. Some people been on some bullshit, but the only way I would refinance is if I had equity and I wanted to pull out and put it in another property. That's the only reason, in my opinion, to do that. Or unless you got a bad deal and you had a high interest rate the first time. You know what I'm saying? It's the only two reasons, in my opinion, that you refinance. But if you just want to refinance and take the money out to do some bullshit, no, that's no.
right? See, okay, like you said, unless you got like you might be an entrepreneur and you say, you know what, shit, it's gonna take me 10,000 to do what I'm trying to do. I'm gonna refinance and you did 10,000. You gotta really do this shit, but I'm gonna do this shit and this what's gonna be. Or like you said, I'm finna invest into another property and start renting that motherfucker out. Or like you said, get a lower interest rate because your interest rate the first time was so high because you might have had low credit. your goddamn debt to ratio percentage might been off. So they were like, nah, we ain't gonna your debt to profit ratio might have been off. So they were like, nah, we ain't gonna
or
we
maybe
gonna
the interest rate went down.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. You got a lower interest rate now due to whatever factors change. Your credit went up. You start making more money. Your debt went down. So they like, see, man, a lot of this stuff be people. You know how we is. We gotta see it. We want to see you doing this shit. It ain't just don't talk about it. You got to be done did this shit. You see what I'm saying? That's why man, I can talk business. You see what I'm saying? I done been
Yeah.
man, sure, I'm gonna put it out here over the air, man. I'm in school, man. I'm in school to get my business degree. So, so many people were getting debt back in the day, putting down business. So I encouraged my wife over time. Her job was offering classes to get your associate's degree to keep your job and or move up within the job. So the position she had to get her degree. She was thinking about quitting. I was like, nah, just go ahead and put the work in. It was difficult for her, but she did it. She got her associate degree. Now, years later, I'm going to school for the first time ever, attempting to get my associate degree. I got 11 more classes, and I have my associate's degree. And one day at a time, I might get my MBA or my doctorate. You
What
don't
for?
necessarily you don't necessarily need the degree, but let me say this: it has enhanced my business acumen. I also have gotten certain relationships that I've been able to build through networking, learning some things that I didn't know that I thought that I did know, and also I'm just speaking from a personal perspective, and
Okay.
also potentially being able to leverage that. Because if you look up Indians who come to America, 80% of Indians who come to America go to college. And 80% of them only go to college for STEM programs and business. See, I'm strategic about the type of degree I'm trying to get. I'm trying to get a degree in business.
Yeah, MBA, right?
Yeah. But you also got to be mindful of the institution you going to. I'm not
Oh
trying to
yeah.
go to like DeVry. I'm not trying to go to DeVry, or hopefully I can at least get my MBA from somewhere like Georgia State. You see what I'm saying? And because I'm in Atlanta, I could leverage certain relationships to get into a variety of school. Emory, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Hey,
school.
do they have like at least in your area, do they have people that speak
Oh yeah, oh
on
yeah,
stage?
yes they do.
Hey, you need to do that. Get into that one day. Oh damn man, he got dropped off. God damn. Hopefully he comes back. Yeah. I mean the whole connection dropped. God damn. Oh yeah, like, share the video and all that good stuff. And hopefully ATL comes back, you know. We can keep the conversation going for another couple minutes. He probably lost his the power probably went out on his phone, the way the signal dropped. You know what I'm saying? But the moral to the story is you have to find a woman that's a good fit for you. It takes time to do that. And at the same time, you have to know who you are and what you want. What she wants doesn't really matter very much. You know what I'm saying? Because you're the leader. You're the man in charge. You have to lead by example. You have to take the moral high ground when it comes to your family, your kids, and the next generation. So you listening to a woman based on what she feels is really a waste of time. See, the problem with a lot of guys, they don't have no purpose in life. And some guys have lost their purpose in life. You know, maybe they were doing something for a long time and now they retired and not able to do it anymore. So a lot of those guys lost their purpose, you know, and they have to find a new purpose. And then you got some guys never had a purpose, never found it. But as the good news is, as long as you're still living, you don't have to give up, you know? And once you find your purpose, you can, you know, you're full speed ahead. And the women will see you and they'll be kind of looking like, how do I get involved? You know, how do I be a part of what he got going on? And the smart women will be like, hey, they'll introduce themselves. They'll align themselves and want to be around you. That's a much better position to be in when people are chasing you, trying to get with you, versus you chasing them, trying to get with them. You see what I'm saying? You know, it's a different ball game. Once you're the hunted versus the hunter. You dig? You know? So, hey, you know, check out my Patreon, like, share this episode, and don't forget to check out the Love Can't Wait podcast. Until next time, I'm out.
Alright. Just got the call, it's going down tonight. It's a lot of goodbyes here tonight. But then I saw the sky and that I like. Here from Cali.